Snoqualmie Falls Day. What do you think?
Thanks for joining us on OuR-Venturesome journey. In this episode, we travel east from Seaside, Oregon into Washington State, where our first stop is a dry camping overnight in Ridgefield at Ilani Casino and Resort. From there, we travel to Toutle, Washington, just north of Mount St. Helens, and spend a few nights at Gardner County Park. Our next stop is Toledo, Washington, for a few days of free boondocking along the Cowlitz River. From Toledo, we move further north to Thousand Trails Paradise Resort in Silver Creek, Washington, near Mount Rainier National Park. Then it's on to the original Thousand Trails in Chehalis, Washington. We wrap up this episode with a stay in Thousand Trails Tall Chief, located in Falls City, Washington. Ilani Resort allows free RV overnight stays in a large designated parking lot. The resort had several dining options and a very nice casino. The next morning, we completed a short drive and setup on Site 14 at Gardner Park and Campground. This 50-amp electric site worked out perfectly for us. The park's location along the South Fork of the Toutle River gave us good proximity for a day trip to Mount St. Helens. Our first hike was along the edge of Coldwater Creek Lake. This lake was formed by the collapse of the north face of Mount St. Helens, which blocked the flow of Coldwater Creek, effectively damming it and creating the lake. Next, we hiked the Lakes to Coldwater Ridge Visitor Center Trail. The views hiking up to the visitor center and back down the ridge were spectacular. We certainly didn't mind sharing the trail with a few black-tailed deer. With the summer heat kicking in on our last 2 days in Toutle, we took advantage of the river running beside the park to stay cool. Our next day was along the Cowlitz River. The Blue Creek boat launch allows 3 free nights of dry camping, followed by a 7-day absence. We really enjoyed having the river just steps away from our rig. The area was quiet and clean. we had to search pretty hard to collect a full bag of trash. This location ranks near the top of our list for free boondocking spots in Washington. The next morning, we left the boat ramp behind for a full hookup site at Thousand Trails Paradise Resort in Silver Creek, Washington. This resort had a nice pool and hot tub, but with the temperatures in the upper 60s, they were seldom used during our visit. The resort was also a perfect location for a day trip into Mount Rainier National Park.
Next day.
Parking at Mount Rainier was available at the Visitor Center in Longmire. From there, we hiked approximately 6 miles of the Wonderland Trail, crossing the Nisqually River, heading up to Carter Falls and Madcap Falls. After completing our hike, we checked out the Longmire Historic District, which included the Nisqually Suspension Bridge, the last remaining timber-framed trestle span of its type designed by the National Park System. We also checked out the Longmire Museum and the Mount Rainier National Park Inn and General Store.
Next day.
A short drive from Paradise Resort, and we arrived at Thousand Trails Chehalis to spend a few days relaxing over the Father's Day weekend. The Chehalis Resort is the original Thousand Trails. We scored a nice site with good cell service located in an upper loop. Just around the corner from our site was the Upper Lodge and a large heated pool. There's also a lower lodge and heated pool that we took time to enjoy during our stay. We wrapped up our stay on Father's Day with lunch at a local restaurant and then prepped for our morning departure. A 2-hour drive brought us to Tall Chief RV Resort in Falls City, Washington, about 25 miles east of Seattle. Tall Chief is one of the few thousand trails resorts still offering first-come, first-served site selection. Upon arrival, we parked the truck and RV and walked to find the perfect site for our rig.
Next morning.
With the rig locked up and the water turned off, we were ready to do some exploring. Snoqualmie Falls was a short drive from the RV park. There's an hourly fee to park in the middle lot and no charge to park in the upper and lower lots. From the upper lot where we parked, a walking bridge takes you across the road past the Salish Resort, which sits on a bluff overlooking the falls. Nightly rates ranged $300 to $700 per night when we checked.
What do you think?
The landscape and foliage along the paved path is well manicured, and there are a variety of viewpoints of the falls and the river. The path winds downstream past the other parking areas, a coffee shop, and a gift shop. As mentioned earlier, there is a parking fee for the middle level, which is where the coffee shop and gift shop are located. From Salish Lodge, we walked 1.5 miles into the city of Snoqualmie. Our first stop along the way was the Hydroelectric Museum. Next, we checked out the Railroad Museum. Last on the list was the city's shops, a brewery, and a restaurant. On our walk back, we couldn't pass up the opportunity to take one final look at the falls.
Achiever. Ooh, it's burning.
Join us next time as we continue our journey through Washington, exploring the Puget Sound.